You look like Aunt Jemima, like you in the motherfucking
Aunt Jemima.
bottle. What
Aunt
are you
Jemima.
doing?
You mean who the fuck is L'Oreal? Aunt Jemima?
Aunt Jemima, that's what I say.
Like
Aunt
he finna,
Jemima.
like he about to make some pancakes?
Welcome
Yes.
back to Life as Larry. Stop this car, the panel edition. All right, so we're going to somewhat kind of pick up from a conversation that we had previously while still, doing our own thing. All right.
Dude.
So now that the panel is here and whatever's going on down there,
Yeah.
now,
You don't know.
so we talked about how the fact that when you're in a relationship, you
I
may
slapped the mess
experience.
out of you.
Hey, dog, we ain't no bloods up in here, son. What is you doing? Go ahead, continue, Larry. Don't mind him. Just continue, please, because we don't know what he's doing.
We was talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
Since you know everything, go ahead. Come on, let's go. Come on, Spider-Man.
We was
Let's go.
talking about the birds and the bees.
The love. We was talking about love, man. People, the people ain't the first. People ain't the
You
same.
talking about the fake love?
What we actually discussed, and what appalls me, and I'm taken aback because 3 of us were there, and the fact that we just had this conversation. So we talked about the fact that when you identify the hardest part of your relationship,
yes, that's
right?
what it was.
Yeah, we talked about how there was a breakdown in communication, and how that breakdown in communication can lead you to want to love less and be less vulnerable.
You go.
In return, you start to experience these heartbreaks
like
from the problems that arise, right? And now your vision changes, whether it's for better or for worse.
Correct.
All right. So here we are now. You missed the person they pretended to be, but not the person they turned out to be. And just for clarity, today's show, or this particular show, is Love Healed Me, but Changed Me. Right? Love healed me, but changed me. Can someone say that for me?
Love healed me, but changed me.
Love heals me, but changed me.
Love healed me, but changed me is right there on the fucking screen. It doesn't say love healed me.
Love healed me, but saved me. Let's put it that way.
All right. So you missed the person they pretended to be, not the person they turned out to be. Right? You missed the person they pretended to be, not the person they turned out to be. Right? You got that?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why do you
because
think
the person that they pretended to be was a facade, and then they mixed the facade with the truth, and they created a character. So even when they was fucking up, you thought like, oh, maybe they're just having a bad day, but no, that's really who they are. So you end up falling in love with a toxic personality.
All the while, though, they are possibly showing you
who they really are,
the better side of their facade, right? So we necessarily have not
to a facade. A facade is a facade.
It's fake.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So before you start to understand the toxicity, before you start, or if you ever recognize the toxicity or not, you are experiencing the facade. This lived experience you're having in this relationship is the facade. I'm calling you on time. I'm showing up. I'm being there. It's time to do the panel. I'm showing up. It's time to call the girlfriend back. I'm calling the girlfriend back. Right. So sometimes in the end, you're not missing the relationship. You're missing the version of them that kept you believing, right? Kept you believing.
Yeah, that they portrayed themselves to be. Yeah.
Okay. And when that mask slips, it's hard to trust again, and not just others, but even your own judgment. So how do we get to that part, right? How do we get to the part now? Because now, do we look back and realize that was toxicity, or are we just focusing on the moment of all the good times, or the things, or is it what I know I could have had with this person?
No,
it
depends.
This could have worked. Okay.
It depends. If the person's bad outweighs their good, then you're really gonna have a problem. But if their good outweighs their bad, you'll be in a safe space. I feel like when you'll start to miss the person that they used to be is when their bad outweighs their good. So then you're kind of like, okay, wait, hold on. You used, like you said, you used to call me all the time. You used to talk to me all the time. Now you hardly want to talk to me. You used to always tell me, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna be home on time." You always came home on time. Now you're not coming home
You
on
showed
time.
up to the panel.
Yes.
You were a good, you were a strong supporter in getting the show off the ground.
So I feel
Like,
like
y'all got me fucked up again. y'all, y'all not gonna keep saving up for me on that part.
no, but when I'm saying no,
Well,
what
no,
I was saying for real, what I was saying is, I feel like what happens after a while is, it's just if the good outweighs the bad, and if the good outweighs the bad, usually you're not gonna miss the person they pretended to be because they'll be able to maintain the facade. But
but do
when
you
they
think that they're showing you they've shown you a glimpse of who they really are, right? Because they have to, in order
over
to
time,
maintain the
yeah,
facade, you still are you maintaining the facade. So
correct.
therefore, I may have seen a glimpse of you even through your
The
act, or
facade,
even
yeah, it
okay.
doesn't mean that they're all bad. It just means like it's I don't know how to say it. It's like they, like you said, they pretended to be something that they're really not. So after a period of time, they're not gonna be able to keep up with that. And you might still like the person that they become, but like you're saying, like if they turn out to be somebody that they really shouldn't be, I feel like at that point, it's time to go, and it's okay to go. It's okay to say, you know what, I don't like this. You know, you were, because you can't hold on to what you think something is supposed to be. You got to hold on to what it is. And if you can sit with a person and say, you know what, even though in the beginning you acted like this and you act like this now, but you know what, I could still see where we vibing and there's a bit of consistency here. Okay, good. But if you noticing that good, like that facade, because some people can't hold on to a facade for long. So once they can't hold on to it no more, and you start to be like, damn, this nigga really ain't shit. Like, this is not what I want. It's time to go. And it's okay to go. It's okay to say, you know, I tried, but I don't want this for myself.
The truth is in the pudding, is what they say.
There you go. To see
Uh,
somebody and to live with them is two different things.
that's right. Now, I loved everybody for free, but you don't know how many times I paid for that. And let's relate that back to, missing the person they pretended to be, right?
Hmm.
Versus
Or
the person they turned out
you
to
could
be.
take that. I loved everybody for free, and what we say, but you don't know how many times I paid for it. Basically, I put up with your shit.
Yeah.
You
So
And I
wasting my
paid for
time.
it.
for me,
Yeah, I
that
paid
that line hits hard for me, right? Because
Yeah.
put
when
up
you
with your
love
shit.
freely, you assume the world will match your energy. When you love
Right.
freely, you assume that the person that you are investing your time and energy in, and even when it seems like that's being reciprocated, right? You can only assume that that person is willing to and is going to match your energy because of what they're showing you, that facade that they're showing you, right? But sometimes the payment, right, comes in silence, disrespect, regret, heartache,
Tears,
as I like tears,
crying,
as I like to say,
crying by
being taken
yourself.
back, you know.
And I feel like I feel like when some people pay for it, people lose themselves.
Yeah. You
Like
you
completely lose themselves in a person. And
you can
then
become dark. A person you can love
Dark
so
is
hard
terrible.
and love so genuinely that you can be pushed into a dark corner within
not
yourself,
not even that, you can end up not loving yourself.
in a
Because
dark
then
corner.
some people will sit and say, like, dang, what's wrong with me? When
Right.
it's really might not be nothing that's wrong with you. It is that other person. And some people will sit and watch you sink into that. They'll just watch
Some people will sit there and watch you suffer from the stuff they're doing to you. Some people will know what you've been through
and still
and
do
put
it
you
and
through it
still
all
do it to
over
you.
again, right?
That shit's crazy.
Ain't it though?
That's diabolical to me because I feel like if you
Crazy work.
sit when you meet somebody and you can sit and tell them everything that's been done to you, and I feel like it's a choice. I tell you everything that's already been done to me, and then I ask you like, yo, listen, if this is what you want to do, leave me alone. That's how
Mhm.
people end up on Snapped and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't know how far the person was already pushed before, and now it's like, okay, let me take me a little chance. I take me
Next
a
thing you know, you're
chance
in a
with
bag of
you.
ginger snaps.
And then you completely break a person, or so I just feel like that's diabolical. If you explain to somebody what you done been through and they put you through the same shit, That's diabolical. It's
And as
evil. It's
and as
pure
I add
evil.
crazy work.
Because you could have left me
Divorce
the
is
fuck
okay.
alone.
Breaking up is okay. Starting over is okay. Moving on is okay. Being alone is okay. But what is not okay is staying somewhere you are not valued and appreciated. That's not okay, right?
I agree.
And
Go
it's not failure, it's a transition, right? Sometimes the healthiest love you'll ever experience is the
It's
one you
self
walk
love.
away from.
Mm-hmm. Oh, self
go
love
where you
just
tolerate.
Walk
Go where you
away from it
celebrate
to
it, not
yourself.
tolerate it.
I'm
huh?
sorry, you were saying
Go
down
where
there?
you go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it.
That makes a
One
lot
more
of
time.
sense.
What did he say?
Go where
Go
you
where you're celebrated, not
And not
tolerated.
tolerate it. Amen. Talk about it.
He said
Hmm
Go
that.
where, go where you're celebrated and not tolerated, he said.
Let me listen. I feel
He said
like
amen.
I remember one time this lady, she had said she invited her husband, her boyfriend, I don't know what the fuck he was, on a trip, right? And he
Yeah.
told her he couldn't go on a trip because it was too hot, right? So she asked me what did I think that meant. I said he don't want to go.
Yeah, I'm
And
about
I
to
remember her
say.
arguing, right? She's arguing with him. I said, why would you argue with somebody for them to come when they really didn't want to be here? So now in the back of my mind, I'm always gonna be like, damn, I had to force, for example, Larry to show up for me. You're never gonna forget that because the
Yeah.
person didn't just do it. So I
Yeah.
feel like people do need to learn that it's okay to walk. It's okay to be like, because if you don't walk, if you sit in that bad relationship and you don't walk, you'll never know what's out there.
And I'll say this too. I've personally been in a situation where I loved hard, gave the
Hey,
best part of me,
that's real.
the best things about me, and all those strengths, all
I'm
those
glad I walked.
beauties were turned into, like,
Exactly.
basically imagine someone taking every good thing about you and they weaponize it. And that happens in relationships all the time. And
It's narcissism.
and you yourself may not be able to walk away from that
Dog, I
because you
said
put
that.
yourself
Wow.
you're so invested in this thing.
Dog, I'm telling you, that shit is like, bro, you said it. Like, bro, I dealt with that shit, bro. And like, take your shit and weaponize your shit. Everything you do is like, bro, this like that's so crazy. That shit does.
Well, I'm
Fuck
glad you're
you
not with anyone that's doing that to you now, right? In the past, this is something you've gone through. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Duh. I'm not. I
Okay.
mean, nothing. Nobody don't do it now. I'm
Okay.
perfectly happy in my relationship.
Just doing a vibe check.
I just
So
feel like
I love it here.
you
go
I feel
ahead. Come
like
on.
I do. I love it. And she's such a beautiful person. You know. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead. I was having a moment.
we
Go ahead.
see.
I'm sorry.
This is
I
life as
feel
it
like
is. Life is.
That's my baby. Woo!
I
Girl,
feel
I'm about
like
to.
it's okay. It is. It's okay. People gotta learn that it's okay to walk away because at the end of the day, like I was saying, you don't know what's out there. And I feel like
Mm.
now people
Hey,
gotta learn to you
man,
gotta love you first, right? So
bitch,
when
bye.
you do walk away and you love you first, then you
Mhm.
begin to know what you want, right? So
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you get with the next person, some people are not able to recuperate or love again or whatever the case is.
You
But I feel like
are
you, when
money.
you are, shut up.
And we
I
got a
feel like
transcript that needs to be
Well,
produced for this.
all
So
I was saying all I want is you, baby. I'm sorry. I mean, you
we
just
got
said
I,
you.
I feel like when you sit to take time, like I said, if you tell somebody what you've been through and they put you through it, that's diabolical. But I feel like you have to take the time to understand that there is somebody out there. There's somebody out there who's going to understand what you got going through. Nothing is perfect. There's nothing called up. There's nothing. So no such thing as a perfect relationship. Nothing at all is a perfect relationship. But I do feel like when you find your person, that person, then you get to see what you were missing before. And when you do get to see what you were missing before, you'll feel refreshed because you'll finally feel like, dang, if I had never left, I would never experience this. So I feel like you have to be okay, like you said, in walking away because sometimes we sit and we sit and we sit and we be like, oh, it'll get better, it'll get better, it'll get better. And it just, you know what? Old dogs learn new tricks. An old dog could learn a new trick. If a person is real good at manipulating and stuff, they could be real good at making you think that they made the changes that you wanted them to make
Oh yeah.
long enough to draw you back in. So now I got you back in here, and slowly, because the change was not, it wasn't genuine, they're gonna revert back to doing exactly what they was doing to you in a different form. And that stuff be mental abuse. It might not be physical, but mental and emotional abuse is terrible.
Manipulation.
It's
So
like the worst.
think about it. So I've
Manipulation.
noticed this too through what you were saying, and that's very insightful, right? Because like it says, divorce is okay, breaking up is okay, starting over is okay, moving on is okay, being alone is okay. What about taking a break? What is taking a break like?
I don't believe in that shit.
I don't
I
either.
don't.
I
I
don't do
don't.
the
I feel
break
like if
stuff.
we in a relationship and we in it, if we
We
in
working
it,
it
we in
out.
this
We're
shit, yes,
together.
we
We're
in
working
it.
on this thing. You
If
know.
you I feel like if you pack, if I'm in a relationship with you and you pack up your shit and you leave, don't come back. Because
Right.
you just abandoned me. That's what
Right.
you did. Because we going through some tough shit, you abandoned me, which lets me know you'll do it again.
You'll
And
jump
you will do it
again.
again. And you'll
You'll
do it
jump
again.
ship again. You'll
And I
jump
feel
ship
like
again.
it's not okay for either party. If I know you piss me off, that's why remember I said I would never lock my man outside.
Right.
You piss me off. I'm not gonna leave you outside. Yeah, you piss me off. You finna come
Right.
inside.
Or
But
Oh
I
throw
yeah.
feel
my
like
shit. Or throw my
I'm
shit
not.
at
I
me.
would never take nobody. Yes, I would never take my man shit and I'm finna. You don't do. Especially if you know you finna. What you people shouldn't act when they're angry. When
Yeah.
you're upset, it's better to sit down and think. Listen, you can tell when a woman is angry and when she's content. If I take
Hmm.
your shit and put it outside nice and neat, nigga, you not coming back.
Hmm.
Now, if I throw your shit outside, you might get back inside because I was upset. So I feel like instead of making those choices, because those choices could alter your partner, also like, damn, like you locked me out. You know
But
how
think
I feel
about
if
this
I got
too.
home and my man locked me out?
Think about this
I'm
too.
like,
If you packed your stuff up to leave and left, and somehow your ass make it back in, you may not physically pack your things up again, but you're doing it here.
I'm breaking in. I don't give a fuck.
We believe
or
you. There's
or
nothing
like
about your image down there that tells us not to believe.
but I do feel like people like for example, one time in a
Follow.
relationship I was in, I got really upset. And I would never leave the house, but I would go sleep in my car. And I remember one time my neighbor, he had came home. I can't remember where he was, but he had went out and he came home and I don't know how he saw me in the car. But I remember he had knocked on the door and he told dude, like, why is she in the car? And he was like, oh, because we fighting. And he said, you let your girl sleep in the car? He said, you know, somebody could come out here and do anything to her. He said, she's in the car, because I cut the car on. And he said, I just popped her door open. Because I guess when I never locked the door. He
Mhm.
said, anybody could have popped the door open and took her, did whatever to her. He said, you in the house sleep in the bed
Mhm.
and your girl is in the car. He said,
Same thing.
even
Same thing. Same thing. If it's a guy, same thing. Because if I care about you and I love you, and we're supposed to be in this thing to, for better or worse, to get through this thing, how can I sleep knowing that you're outside? How can I sleep
exactly.
knowing that you're not in the house? We might not even be sharing the same bed, but to
But you
know
gonna
you're
be
not even in
inside.
the house.
I want to be
Yeah,
able to
like
get up out the bed and looking on the floor in the kitchen and be like, all right, niggas on the floor on the kitchen. Good. You right there.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like when they say, I might be mad at you, but I'm gonna still feed you. I
That's
might
right.
not be talking to you, but I'm gonna make sure you eat. You don't
Yeah.
allow
That's
anger to
that's
stop you
that's
from
gonna be different. If I'm mad at
There's
you,
a
I ain't
song
finna
that
get mad at
Ashanti
you.
has that talks
Second
of
half of it.
exactly that.
I'm fucking with you.
yeah, you
Uh,
don't get mad at your partner and then it's I don't care if the nigga eat. No, I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'll make sure I just probably won't talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you gonna eat, you're gonna be straight. I don't have to talk to you if I'm upset. It doesn't mean I love you any less. It just means I'm
It's called
upset.
Nowhere, by the way. She has a song called Nowhere
But I
that
feel like you
addresses
can't
exactly that.
Yeah, you can't be with a person, woman nor man. Oh, I'm upset, so I'm gonna go get myself something to eat. I don't care if you eat. Nah, I'm mad, but I still care that you ate. I still care that you're okay.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
And I
toxic.
feel like people make that mistake often. So I feel like when you see somebody treat,
I
I
want to
feel like
say this real quick before we go. So she says, no, don't matter how much we're fighting, don't matter how much I cry, it don't matter how much we try to leave each other alone, it won't last for long because we got something they want. I'm sick when you're gone, waiting up until you get home. And then she says, and I ain't gonna sleep till I see your face. And even though I'm mad, I'm gonna fix your plate. Ain't no other man that can take your place. Believe me, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't gotta worry. So to me, that is the essence of what it means to get through the toughest times. Because
Mhm.
and another thing, you do not grow in your relationship without facing the challenges. If you're
Yeah, they
gonna
gonna
run
come.
every time there's a challenge, if your response or your reaction is to do the worst thing,
Hmm.
then you'll never be able to see, feel, or experience or get to the best things, the best part of it. And we're gonna leave it right there. Life is Larry. Stop This Car, the piano edition. Love healed me, but changed me.